5,000 miles of desert and mountain, connected worlds. That incredible network we now call the Silk Road wasn't just a single route, but a sprawling web of trade existing for millennia before formal recognition. Ancient echoes tell of exchange long before organized roads emerged. During the Neolithic era, roughly 10,000 to 2,000 years before Common Era, early humans exchanged obsidian for tools and jewelry, traveling hundreds of miles from volcanic sources, Anatolia, or the Aegean Sea. Seashells from coasts reached hundreds, if not thousands, of miles inland. Pottery techniques and designs migrated across continents, showing vibrant cultural diffusion. Mesopotamia, a region between two rivers, saw extensive trade by 3,500 before Common Era, acquiring lapis lazuli from Afghanistan over 1,500 miles away and cedarwood from Lebanon. Egypt, too, engaged in extensive commerce, importing gold from Nubia and myrrh from Punt by 3,100 before Common Era. A significant undertaking. The true revelation, though, was silk, originating from eastern horizons, specifically China. By the second millennium before Common Era, Chinese artisans had mastered sericulture, the art of raising silkworms, producing exquisite silk. This light yet strong material became highly prized in the West, particularly the Roman Empire, where luxury status was unparalleled. Before its direct westward journey, silk moved through various intermediaries. Early pathways involved Central Asian tribes acting as crucial brokers, transporting goods across diverse landscapes. Caravan routes linking Xiongnu confederations with smaller kingdoms across modern-day Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Tajikistan facilitated these initial movements. These early routes were not formally designated as the Silk Road, but they laid groundwork for its later expansion. Merchants traveled not only for silk, but also for spices, precious metals, glassware, textiles, horses, and exotic animals. The journey often took many months, even years, requiring resilience and a strong network of trading partners. Forging these pathways involved overcoming immense geographical barriers, including the Pamir Mountains, reaching heights of 24,000 feet, and the vast Gobi Desert. The formalization of the Silk Road is often attributed to China's Han Dynasty during the 2nd century before Common Era, specifically with Emperor Wu's envoys led by Zhang Qian opening western regions. This era saw increased demand for Chinese goods in the West, and Western goods like horses and grapes in China. The total length of these combined routes stretched to over 7,000 miles, connecting cities like Chang'an in the east to Antioch and Rome in the west. Thousands of caravans made these journeys annually, moving millions of pounds of goods. This sustained exchange fostered unprecedented cultural and technological transfer. Techniques for papermaking from China traveled west, while glassmaking skills moved east. Religions like Buddhism spread along these routes, influencing millions. This vast historical trade network involved hundreds of different ethnic groups speaking dozens of languages and encompassing diverse political entities, from powerful empires to nomadic tribes. It was a complex system of interconnected economies, driving innovation and interaction for over 1,500 years, until its decline in the 15th century. Across 7,000 miles of unforgiving terrain, unimaginable wealth moved. The Silk Road, a vast ancient trade network, connected east and west for over 1,500 years. Its peak during China's Han Dynasty saw envoys like Zhang Shen venture into western regions, opening direct contact in the 2nd century before Common Era. Millions of pounds of luxury goods traversed this immense distance. Chinese silk, a prized commodity, reached markets in Rome, selling for its weight in gold to emperors and senators. Records indicate some Roman silks cost 12 ounces of gold per pound. Other goods flowed both ways. From China came exquisite ceramics, tea, gunpowder, and paper, a revolutionary innovation. Western empires contributed fine glassware, precious spices, medicinal herbs, and powerful war horses from Fergana. Parthian and Sasanian empires in Persia served as crucial intermediaries, controlling significant portions of central routes, adding valuable goods like pearls and carpets. Caravan after caravan, each comprising hundreds of sturdy camels and dozens of resilient merchants, braved treacherous deserts like the vast Taklamakan, often called the Sea of Death, where mirages fooled the weary, and towering mountains exceeding 20,000 feet in elevation presented icy challenges. The Pamir Mountains alone presented an almost insurmountable barrier, with passes often above 15,000 feet, requiring incredible endurance from humans and animals like the hardy yak. Trade wasn't just physical, it was a vibrant exchange of profound ideas, faiths, and transformative technologies. Buddhism spread peacefully from India along these pathways, influencing millions across Central Asia and China, establishing countless monasteries along the way. Nestorian Christianity and Manichaeism also found numerous followers eastward, reaching distant Chinese cities. Paper-making from China, around 100 before Common Era, reached the Islamic world by 751 Common Era, after the Battle of Talas. Then Europe by the 11th century, dramatically altering all literacy and knowledge. Glass-blowing skills initially developed in the Mediterranean traveled east, enriching Chinese craftsmanship. Hundreds of bustling cities flourished along these routes, like magnificent Samarkand and prosperous Bukhara, becoming vibrant centers of commerce, culture, and profound learning, supporting diverse populations numbering in the tens of thousands. Merchants navigated complex political shifts, frequent conflicts between nomadic tribes and powerful empires, and constant threats from organized bandits preying on valuable cargo. The network sustained livelihoods for millions of people across dozens of different cultures and languages, fostering an unprecedented era of global interconnectedness. Its decline in the 15th century, after safer maritime trade routes rose, marked the end of an extraordinary terrestrial connection era. This intricate system involved countless individuals and billions of goods traded, changing human civilization forever through innovation and cultural mingling. The sheer scale and enduring impact of these ancient pathways are truly mind-boggling even today, inspiring countless stories and research. Thousands vanished into vast deserts, seeking unseen riches. The Silk Road, a legendary network, began its difficult formation long before grand empires officially declared it open. Before its famed name emerged, isolated communities across Asia engaged in rudimentary trade for thousands of years, exchanging local goods like stones and shells over limited distances, forming ancient echoes of future commerce. Real integration accelerated with China's formidable Han Dynasty, particularly during Emperor Wu's reign, starting 141 before Common Era, who desperately sought strong horses from Central Asia for his armies against the powerful nomadic Xiongnu Confederation. This military need prompted the dispatch of Zhang Qian, an audacious envoy, on his first perilous mission in 138 before Common Era. His epic 13-year journey through unknown lands, encountering 36 Western kingdoms and tribes like the Yuezhi and Daiyuan, proved pivotal. He returned with not only invaluable intelligence about powerful states like Parthia and Bactria, but also new items such as alfalfa, grapes, and pomegranates, transforming Chinese agriculture. A second mission by Zhang Chen followed around 119 before Common Era, further solidifying connections and expanding knowledge of the Western regions. The Han court, realizing strategic and economic potential, began establishing a string of fortified garrisons and watchtowers across the treacherous Hexi corridor, extending westward. These early pathways were not smooth highways, but perilous tracks through some of the world's most extreme environments. Merchants and envoys braved the Taklamakan Desert, a vast expanse of shifting sands and deadly mirages, where temperatures soared above 120 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and plummeted below freezing at night. Towering mountain ranges like the Pamirs, often called the roof of the world, presented passes higher than 15,000 feet, requiring incredible physical endurance from both human and animal caravans, often taking weeks to traverse just a few hundred miles. Hundreds of stout Bactrian camels, capable of carrying up to 500 pounds for 20 miles a day, became the backbone of these pioneering ventures. Early trade focused on securing these routes and establishing diplomatic relations more than mass commodity flow. Chinese silk, however, quickly became the prized commodity, even in its initial limited quantities, often exchanged for 2 times its weight in gold in some distant Western markets. Other early exchanges included jade from Khotan and lapis lazuli from Badakhshan, moving eastward alongside the more practical war horses and new plant species westward. The forging of these routes also saw the initial trickle of new ideas and technologies. Simple bronze casting techniques and irrigation methods gradually diffused across disparate cultures. While organized faiths like Buddhism would spread later, the concept of distant interconnectedness began to take root, altering perceptions of the known world for millions. The sheer audacity of these early explorers and traders, laying the groundwork for a network that would span over 7,000 miles and endure for 1,500 years, is remarkable. These first tentative steps laid the foundation for an unprecedented era of global interaction, linking civilizations separated by many thousands of miles of incredibly harsh terrain and cultural differences. The combined effort of powerful emperors, visionary envoys like Zhang Qian, and countless unnamed traders created a bridge across continents, influencing countless generations.